check 1 2 3 1 2 3 check. Yo mentah pi pla mentah piwan nak anu playa dan mentah sini.
No po shwa ka Christmas.
Oh,
Shwa December. Ngawan him tu Christmas New Year hi. Nawan syuti.
Benda nadu ba dep covid tingi ke Rukom trikam ngi kala per kala
Kala.
at least long lai ladan ni ketu option
Ka hybrid.
work from home ketu
Layo hi tray po office arski pila menteri ni. Na kiliam ta.
ki real estate pala sya.
Tu pala. Lanyon ni kapla jungki.
Kiring kelas ni. To kemudian semua perlok si skin plus by Pyrkhat kani show kani ke Shillong talk of the town. But kani di keronsan kebangi yo penwanra ya ki guest ki jongi hang ni hakani ke studio bengin yo bani kiran shibun ki nadu ki politician ki nongrai bat ki we ti hakani klemat ni don ya we guest lesi kani ke di kapor ke ba bun apdeng jong ki lesi ki para ki jongi ki khun ki jongi leni ki persa ki jongi newat ma phiru ki ba pe ki ba phiham dang mut leni ba phi dang thmu ban Pyrkhat ya ka lentia jong phi ha ka bai de ba ka career jong phi ki jing ke jikarai ke jong phi nam ta career bat ke ba phi phen le nang ni shakman tinga so de ban wan ra lang ni kani ke shu bingin yo ban ni kren ha ka bai de bat ke jinga lenti kum khna samla nga di we ba le se kuman shu ong no ha ka por ke jonga nga du ya kata ka counseling ka guidance hai tu ki por wala ngadon ha jaka ba ngadon mata ka bang kamen tinre ngosngo kuma larade badang don shushu menu ki ban ai jingshai shu nga hatu ka por kan compare khndiat lese om tan ta jonga ni nam ta jong ki para ki jonga bat ki kwe khambul ni na pra jongi ki ba ha tu ka por ngidang de tang mangi na yeng ki badang lej pule imei pa jongi kimpat da don ki jing pule ka biang ti ngasngo ba hakum kani ka juk ka ba menta le ngidon kam ha banong ban tip shanu bingimut ban jam shanu bingimut ban lej te bat klem da tip kamlong ingi bingin shutare rumah ke namar ba ka pertheng te kala he palat ka competition kala jur palat tila da ngimnang ban shim ya ka rai ngimnang ban shim ya kata ka sin jam ka baningkong nadu mentahi lesi man syong no maredep class 10 ne class 12 kan ba hadin habut nang ni syakmat lada ban ya Pyrkhat ke jia lenti ta kan ni klemat ngidon ni ba Robert iwe ni ki lesi la banong ngan hab banong hangati lalong kiwi ni kinong lam khamat ka bai dei badong ban wat ka career ba ya ka kam ka jam ka livelihood le se ka kamai ka ji am hajla la jong tenre shajla kiwi but mdei ha ka juk ba mentah dei nadu ka juk ka ba kham men shwa ti ngan sai la pi pen penitu bai la de tenre nga nadu ba ngayo ba ni kendu iba Robert ha ka sin ka baningkong ru ngasngo ba ladang Pyrkhat ya kisnem ba phi la don chethi nadu gitu ki por ki ba nong no ba dang shukai nga pat pernah ke ru ngala ban sung thu ya ka jing ya ka challenge ti banong ban im kum kita ki tribal lese la banong na kani ka than ban im ki metro city banong ban wat ka kam ka jam ka kamai ka ji ban police the ba hadu ka ju ka por ba phin bala ban wat ka kamai ka ji thi ngasngo kalakhya palat tinre phila survive ya kata ki borokhat ban menta palat arpus ne midon jekti ke jaka ban nga hab ban pertu ya ka jinglong nongno eta ka determination ku jong phi ken but ayu POE hang thi te tang ma bi bala man te tinringi ba syong hang ni ladangi Pyrkhat di smo kuma kathi ka perthei hang thi kadai ka ba eating ka ba isir la sila ban syong banong ban jam klem da tip ye ke tinre phi phila le ya kata nadu ka por pinang khna philang batai bah khambha khne chpang jong phi ke jingal ti ke jong phi ba Robert
ti kulishibun kong ba fi khot enga hang ni ven yo ikren fang ka journey ka jonga pa nga train e ba puli nga dep ya ka jong puli na Post Edmund School ICC host nem knai spa knai po ti nang tu ngile pre-university tu po don piu ha ngile pre-university science masande pre-university science ngami pangale graduation in arts in industrial relations economics sociology na po St Joseph's Arts and Science Bangalore
okay
masande ko tu ngale join ka Tata Institute of Social Science ngale masters in human resource dep host nem arhajar but hadin arhajar hadu menta atre bech the Tiki kam kini ki bang atre hang the ki long not by design but by default ki don mi ha Bombay. Tenga don mi ha Bombay na do arhajar na no knai pu prai pol bastang ya ka masters jonga te kutu kadiga journey jonga in short mo ba ngale te kawai mo kwa ban ong ba kapol jongi hutu ko por bangadep ICC ru pladep ICC pladek na si elements ya so khan pilit science kutu ka jinglit science danga pet menta danga pusan menta kade long bro khot kilit science kena sin elements fi pas ICC kuno pilit arts ong boleh jayu pilit arts kilit science ya no pilat le ba ICC te kutu ka herd mentality ka don ken ba I have lit science namar tu ko por either pilit engineering ne pilit medical kide ki most wanted profession how to por te por bangale ta ka university science ru hot pas tama ngakrim enjoy pat ken because science was not something bang ngasutanat I realized that mo berkata ka way bang bon ken ba da pile career ru okay piap so thu ke iba pikwa tuan por bangale ka arts then I realized human resource industrial relation is something bang ngasutanat banle ta kadaw nga le masters and became professional as a human resource professional in that and I found my vocation in that te kutu ke journey and then it's this profession mga adon mata puisnem mga yalanti ndrei tanga let biang pat chadien kalong ba da hadu mentaru lagi ong spang ta career na ki khna ki bakwa ban le ke kin long la shai da ki da he ka shong shwa ba pidi bon so thu ke ba pikwa ban le ho teng pi puson pi kwa tip pin le kani pin le katai pin mi shakmat kawai piap do research kai ka bayarap mentai ki khna kalong there is the internet there is Google pila ban research kai ba pikwa okay hadin pipe ila dikin ki kabor ba pidon ki ba piklan ki ba piduna nang tu pipe kata la dia be kata pipe hang dong ala ban le sa ka wiru hot ka don ka financial constraint ki don ki courses ba piap seo ngala ne ban le nan ne yeng teng ki num la ban le ta kini bro khoi ka de kalong ta ka planning jung fi menta ba hakani ka juk Thymmai menta ka ba don kam arsya namar kuma pi ongi pi menne kala pher te ka juk kani re ka juk Thymmai kani ka de ka juk ba competition ka shirkai shisha kala shirkai shisha ni ha ka po jungi menta ho po jungi mchwa ka competition ka pat da long serious hadu kan dangi backlash kan kare ngi la ban midway ngi la ban chim right turn left turn menta ho phila kan ban change left turn tamba ka cost pat heavy cost heavy ti teng ru kata di hoi number 1 number 2 the feedback pat ka advantage pa kini ki khna kini ki juk menta ki yo kalong ba ka career scope kala he mun chu hot plate medical ne plate engineering mostly kini artli hi ki balai menta there's a wider scope okay phila ban there's so many careers ki ba phila ban yo bisa phila ban thau bisa okay phila ban yo kamai ka ba biang Henry ka bading kong ka battle ka ba fin fight ka de na yeng namar kalong ni fi ngi kum nga ma phi ngi wan ka yeng teng ki don ka yeng ki badon tang ki doktor nun chwa ya ki khun ki kwa amen panong doktor ka yeng ki badon tang ki engineer ki kwa ki khun banong engineer ka de ka jing kwa jong ki me ki pa ki khun ke e ba kin long ke e ba ki la long ma ki kim Pyrkhat ba kya to ki kwa nem ki khun kin long engineer na kin long doktor teng kim kali katu ka pressure kalawan ba japo ki khun bangaru nga hablong ke ek ba kilong email ba e bi long ipa le ka jing kwa ju email pa te kani ka di ka mistake ka ban kong ken ba ki kini mta kimnu teng ho kila don ki mta kini ka generation mta ba kila kli kino ang mam kwa ban le ne ka po jungi munu banut banang pinut banang banut am ti hab le vet ken dar pidon kidon ki professor piap long professor ya bi kum tu kan whatever baki kwa na yeng ni ki bahasem kalau mi kum ta kadang om pengilit science ru mengin apa ka ba chungi kadi ka herd mentality bo bro khot na po pas ka ba chuli science te ngamaru ngani arts jayu me
something faulty
ade boleh benap hasnong la beli uli arts uli menit science la pas no elements le arrangement beli arts mak arts tu por kalong it was second citizen Shillong no first citizen degree science graduates kan second citizen is humanities beli arts to pas embos ne pas matric kalau menta ti hakni menta ka baningkong ka ong fi ka di ka battle ka di fi fight chwa ye ningkong pi tip kwa ke pensu thu ik me pa ka mi ki paru ki di pensu thu na kaliang jong ki khon ki ti ba ke ki kwa ban le ke ki kwa ban le ke be ki pensu tanat namar kani Kajing kia jong terpeng bakil asim ya ka decision bakin long kata da kim kwa. Kan ne bat ki bro si jing em. Hoi ki me pa jong ikinum don bat ngi bro si junom. Da kim don chul asai ngi pat ngi dang ket em to ka bahar jong tu ka decision bro si jing em. Da fitrei ka nuk ka kam. Da pim so tanat ik to kam happy up train no pim la su ban ya sekalian sekompon. Em hoi piyo pisah nri kam don pat tu ka jing kemen ko pi ong pi kemen ke ba pile menta la pim kemen ya kanu kam ba pile em kam mento la pi kemen pat ya ka kam ba pile ne kam di su ka kam ka di ko hobi te ba pi kemen de ke ba pile ke ba pi kwa ai ma pi bang kwa ban le ka ni nga le ka ni em ngayo ke jing sustran ngayo ka motivation am dun kam ban bo alaman step dong la ki hi kwa ban le ni ka kam that is very important in career counseling. Ban so thu ba ke ka aspiration jong ki kini khna ki kwa long yu ka change mo ni bro khot ni de ki human being ka change teng por ngi dang li school class 3 class 4 kwa long pilot kwa long pilot kwa long actor kwa long nong roi ka change that's okay apoi class 10 class 11 kala kham concentrate okay nga kwa long engineer nga kwa long maybe kwa long artist change da pila pas class 10 class 12 kala kham concentrate chu da ka tu kami ha bat ka jingkwa jung ki pa hang to shwa ken conflict hang to de ka baning kong ba pi ban so tu na ka liang jong ki kon jong pi pat mdei ban chu in terms of bulldoze bet ke ba fi kwa ma pi
how supportive pat ki yu jong pi ba yang sam jong pi ka tu por
haka ntum ha po ka jingim jong ha tenga try the best support I got ba ki ong bet ke ba pi kwa le ki kwa la science kam ding ong an le no arts kan le ni kyong le kyong mi su thu hi ma me ke ba men la shai men long ayu ngi te ho ngi ai be ka support an ta na ka ying te nga su hun chi sha ba ki klem ong em wal le ho ning kong thi ya ta jing kwa hi engineer kwa long doctor ya ta hi ko nei kla su thu pat la su thu pat bong ma eng kani kam lon te ngam don ka ta jing thu te ki ong me to le Bangalore le ka ta nang ta men le yu ong I'm applying to MBA colleges ngale management ngale ka cat ngayo through FMS ho nga I didn't get through the interview then I did this this laying la tieng ble ba kapor jongi ka batch don tang lipo seat all India lipo seat all India kapor te hatu menta kala ki 250 seats and there are two campus sport test menta don we po Hyderabad ko don we po Guwahati ru bakani campus kadika the original campus apo Bombay latiang yo namar bro ko India te yakun te life hosi yo okay then history after that was ayat bi to te kai bon ong ba kani kari identity khna manta ka long ba one advantage they have is the internet there's so much information baki don ngi kham dan de kum to information ngi kham dan de manta phila kanu kariya philam to bo no khan bo no pyong engineering college to shu kan engineering college Kiron kuma sahajar sanspa try ki engineering college po India mta 1 point shilak san phajar e bapas mala usnem shinu ka kam la ban pinyo kam myo engineering kidon ken pin pass ke engineering pyo ka degree engineering she par ka kam to finally medical ru kidon kumba news pa rupho tharai medical colleges out of that she spa san photli ki private okay san pulahajar ki doctor bapas Malos nem kumba sopusan hajar ne khandai pho hajar ki doctor bapas malos nem alpati but kumba san hajar ki bapas na ayush sheikin tre vi takadaw pinapimenta but kay ka bala play because of this whatever internet economy the new age economy shkan pikwa banlong pinet marketing okay marketing menchua ka day product marketing bet ba pi sell ya ka product menta kam social media marketing ba pi day kitu product hapo online kala spread ka contributory sem kitnat kitang mi khambon ken pi kwa ban long chef pi kwa ban long fashion designer pi kwa ban long wedding planner ne pi kwa ban long in terms of social media account manager mami menta it is a very high paying job nomor especially kum ki don celebrities ne pidon kum let's say political party ki ban handle ka social media account jung ki kini berkhoi ki ai te ka pisa Pio te. Ta kara wen kawan biang ba chukin la shai pin oi me me ngam kwa balong engineer. Ngam kwa balong social media manager. Msha tha. Nong ke mi ong you. Pi ong you. Judon lam kawai ho kimi pa teng mde bam blame kim pat tip e kata kawai ru ki hablong knowledgeable ken ta career counseling kamde tang hikna ka deiru yaki parents ki guardian ka baning kom bakin so thu ba kini ki don kilat kilenti kini ki de career ke ei banja ni career ki dibun so thu sha katal ken kuma ngai fi por mi kren to sing onga ka skill ka ba kwa do to ko por ka balong most demanding post covid was a drone pilot drone pilot skill why because OTT la explode ko OTT le ka and most of people wanted people to cover kan ba ki shoot then they don't ki marriage don't ki wedding don't ki in terms of ki product launches political parties ki kwa government kini ki departments ki kwa okay ta to ong pi nganong si nganong em kwa long drone pilot mono kan bet fi nong bi pladi you pladi you ta si pili but no ti kalong ka ba kodot tan ba ki mek pa kini ki bhai masam kin su thu sho hai ka ek ba ki kwa ki khun ma ki de bandon ka tak understanding ndei ban bulldoze ba ki along nga di doctor men ki mi jonga di doctor hai ying jongi ki doctor kumno na yeng no mi doctor kumno na yeng no mi engineer vi kan ni bro khot teng ka sabon ki frustration ka bon ki believe ki youth sometimes till suicide cases comes because kila sha pressurized de bangam kwa ban lek ni ri kwa me ka weiru dan kawan ka emotional blackmail ngan pin so si ime ngan pin so si ipa dang kwa lek ni kin pa do not dang le there are a lot of factors can here so career counseling career guidance is very important not only for the students but for the parents. It's very, very important from that angle. And especially today's day and age, because competition is very fierce. Pinong MBA menta. Yes, MBA is a high paying job. Da pile MP ko aban le MBA. Da pim crack here ka cat. Da pim yo maybe top 5, top 10 institutes. Then MBA, everybody can do an MBA from any whatever colleges. But company pat kano bawan if ban recruit nakituki colleges. No bawan. Ki top companies they will go top 5, top 10, top 15 maybe campuses. Next campuses on your own. Yes, pure okay, MBA degree, but piet kampat kachong happy. Mde ba college kala ban wi tamra kini ki college top 10, top 15 ki 100% placement. Kamut ba bro ki place kawan companies ki 1 day 1 day 2 day 3 kishim. Ni bale na po company jo ngi ngai recruit. Ngi le bitang top 5, top 6. Te piap crack ka cat. Daka crack cat ru piap crack in the 90th percentile. Number competition is very fierce. That is the disadvantage but this generation has. Ni khamdan katuka disadvantage. Hangi competition wasn't as fierce. But the knowledge ba kis kajing start pa jung ni khna amta is nothing compared to us. They are 10x, 20x kajing start jung ki baningi. Kajing long away jung ki in today's day world. Ni kham tep te pom ngani compare ka pom ngali class 10 nga 11 12 but ki khna amta. Nari ngabi ni akhmat kini yang palong ite. Sebenarnya sekendo. But what do you do with that information? But everybody has but that information. Kini khnam ta yes they're very smart. But compared all of them are smart. So you have to be so careful bakai wa fikwa. Namar fina pe ke CV menta par wing le recruit ngich po ki MBAs ru. Ngape je ke CVs. Jong let's say ngabu santli ki CV akhmat jong pi jong 5 institutes. Pinum la te ban shortlist ng CV. Pinum la atat. Na po school bro 90 plus. Bay top. Lecho po engineering college you top. Engineering college. CAT you crack 98, 99, 98.1, 99.1 percentile. Last year ka CAT lay arngut nambak lagi 100 percentile. Tamut iwe ka question ru mday wrong and that too po CAT done negative marking. So imagine so from a CV Pim la shu mta ban shortlist. Pia bi kendo one on one. Ban interview ban page kidon interest na mak company jungi ke ai ba kitip pang our product line what is then only can pila ban recruit. Naka CV film la shu. Ani ting yo complex thing in a big CV.
Tiap ladam namdai na CV pat ki criteria let's say ba PP page la ni
So the best thing dah ngapai tang ke MBA nama ngi recruit MBA ni. MBA in a course kadon arbanai bekile internship, ki ong summer internship. Te hakato ka arbanai bekile summer internship ngishim kuma arpulai pungut. Te ngi ai project support company. Te nakato ki bekile tu project dan nakato ngi la shortlist tu pa. Most companies kile amta. Most companies kile amta. Kitu ki ba la le bhai ka project ki ai PPO, which mean a pre-placement offer la ai lupa. Ba la shai pina graduate kani ka offer jungi kala don. Ne ki IPPI. Ban ong ban togin test biang sa sisien. PPI kadi pre-placement interview. Ba pin lakut ka course jung fi in interview fi. Pila shortlist pa ka interview ngin sa interview. Tikini atli tiki kena mata ki embe jak PPO kan ki le bahai ka ka. Ka weiru mdi tam ong ba ki le tang internship. Ngisiu pisate ba pin internship. Ngisiu no, Loreal I think was paying 1.5 lakhs per month.
For internship?
For internship.
Mentah?
Yeah. This is FMCG because ngidon po FMCG. Kidon gi basiu arlak, kidon basiu lai lak. Si benai to arbenai. Te kalau nyu pilih la le kan. See that's the advantage kan. Mdi ba ong visuan le internship pilih favor yang ngi le ngi recruit ngi siu pisai piru pa pilih internship arbenai. Da pilih bahale ke tu pilih yo PPO tamut pre-placement offer ka syong ha pi pisin fimsim. Kan advantage jong kini ki MBA students su hadu kata ka long ba pilih ban reject te. Ya ke tu PPO pyong ngam kwa ngan sim soi. Mangayo ngan le kwa syong interview teng ka company jong yi kamde ka dream company jong pi. Ba piyo. No nga reject ini because my dream company maybe kadai let's say Hindustan Unilever na kadai maybe Godrej, okay, na kadai Mondelez. No, yes, ngaladon kang PPO na mga le project apo L'Oreal, but ako ang ni, you can keep that on hold. Hado kata kiyo ka advantage, student. Kala change ka ini ka tight. Hakapo jungi, ni bro khot ni sunyo one ka company tala money play kin bala recruit Menta the other way around. It's the student who has the upper hand. Ki vote. Teng ki vote a company ru bah ka D0 me ka D ka bani kong do. Kini company ki laban wan ki vote ki student. Then there's a day 1, day 2, day 3 based on the voting of the students. Thinking issue up bed. Fi kalong kadon ka banking sector. Bro ki bank ki wan lut. Pila ban day 0, pila ban day 1 bank. Thank you one consultancy. Okay, then you investment banking. Then ki wan ki engineering, ki manufacturing. Ki vote ki students based on ka profile jong company, kat no ka he, kat no ki siyo. Kat no ki siyo. Kum ngi last year dang bakla ngi siyo 8% lak the final offer. That starting salary. Ki don ki basiyo. Kum pila ki Amazon ne ki siyo 1 crore or whatever they give the oil companies and all that. On that above. So in that way that's the advantage we done. Okay? But it is important but no, but you have to crack the top 5, top 10 when you're Akniki Institute. Katakin kadai ka fight but done. Ki students menta but the disadvantage that they have can because the competition is severe. Te pi hab ya kun. Ya kata pi hab ya kun. Tanga si ong hingo nga lada pi kwa hi ban open up bila de pi kwa career ka ban pair ene ki bon ki lat, ki bon ki career ba fin bu. Mnan ka man le tang ka MBA. Mnan ka man le tang engineering, mnan ka man le medical. Ke ka pi su thu ba pi don ka sap. Bar ka tu ka sap pi kwa ban pelong ya ka in terms of ka vocation ka jong pi. Manta ka adon ken ka pol. Kumpi pi don ka sap pilong extrovert, pi don sap manta pilong YouTuber and all that. It's a vocation that you found. Kanungon mangi akapo jong ban ong ba we really found a career. Not, we went because we had to. We had to. So we are stuck with it. Mla change shoot manta. Muno ban recruit ingi manta. Mla shoot nai kini kidang la. Takadang ong it is a time you have the information in your hand. You have all the resources in your hand. Think properly. Kaya kwa. And buon na kini career mdi buong makin siyo. Kisiyo te. There's so much money out there in this career because mdon ka skill kung kini baki brio ki kwa. Kung maong I feel drone pilot. Na wedding planner. Pa wedding planner man siya. Mpat jok sa buong bahap don ki brio ban plan wedding. But ki brio ki ba siyo mantaban penbu wedding. Kidon ka pisa. Te kidon ng ki brio plan. Nado ka design. Nado ka team. Okay? Man peniat. Adong sadong. Di mo pi. makeup artist menchua can take biang ki only makeup artist is a very whatever in terms of sexist thing nong shenrang ang kwalong makeup artist upload ke yang upload ke yang temen tapat makeup artist nomor pile the pio the pitri mi the pide individual ne maybe you're tied up with a salon or whatever pilong pi you can go online pile the pio like a wedding pimle makeup ta ka bride pile iki bridesmaid pile ka yeng okay you bro hot iki me bro hot then don't see wedding don't see anniversary don't see it's an ongoing job and there's so much of money and pe work at your time te at your time mdan boss right you can say no because you have the skills no so people will come to you you have a chef now you look at the restaurants number but any restaurant kum kani explosion of cafes now out here okay every cafe would want to be different in the kind of kabam baki ai kum shwatu shaw momo be ka chabla ka jan ka jumam kasino shaw momo manta don fusion don ka fusion baki kwa ban okay ban at the end of the day how do I attract the customer I have to be different and that differentiation comes when I have a chef who can mix and match it's a big skill man shwa pin ong ang kwa long nong shen she gen pilong nong shen
dai ai hakata ka jing let's say kani ka jing I jong pi let's say kani ka pateng ba mata pateng ba man shwa ba pi yo I how smooth was your journey pano ka jing yal ti jong pi ha ka career ka jong pi gen mentang thu ka lab ting la da super khat ya ka jing yal ti jong kini te so ko mala shu kabam kalong uncertain day if you don't get it right from the first time game how was your journey in the corporate world
in the corporate world before the corporate world the journey was I think the advantage bangadon mga bong ami no sabar okay por bang ami sabar por mga puli Bangalore then you mix with other people okay with other people from various other states and this and that and then you get your world becomes bigger jong pi ka kham he tu ki only MBA then pikali MBA hai kinu ki colleges to porn bana sei long dang sure hair bing to ken nang tip ken nang your idea maki idea ki wan hi ada don ki brio pi shong ki brio ki ba ya pher ba de pi shong ki jo ka idea kalong mi ka jo ideas come when you are with different people te ang to ken yo sko ba hey nga jutte ba ta ka test ta institute of social science mjub na HR jutte ba IM badle MBA do you know about dentist and Acceleraya one of the two best colleges for human resource management so you get that idea so in that way that was I think the guidance for me for people like me when we were outside you got ideas from other people but then once you're in the corporate world I think shin ba phla mi hi shabar okay phla a mix but kito shabar phla yo ke education na po test ko biang and I think advantage ba knowledge po test compared to Excel ru not that saying that Excel is not good it's number one with us this kadon atli ki batch kawai social work kawai human resource management to be done capitalist we done socialist okay in one campus which is a deadly formula okay so in that way your world becomes more broader again because you see the other side of capitalism because you have said socialist hak tu pole kadang don ketuka movement of nanbada bachao andolan jomeda patkar okay protest support college this and that then you understand Marxism okay you understand women empowerment you understand movement so in that way I think this for me helped me really become a very wholesome individual in terms of education because you had both sides and yeah capitalism is evil it is not evil it's how you make out of it it's how you make out of it but then you see the other side kilalong ko ka check and balance de so that was very interesting for campus and boni ki perlok jongaru ki hadum ta ki bana po bapa sung to kila tre kila long PhD kila long professor she kendo she debate di hadum taru which is very interesting because lada p learn the other side so much when you sit with people who have opposite in terms of opinions okay so you look at from their lens okay what you don't see that was one but that education when you enter the corporate world okay the pilarung platre ni company behavior yes it is competitive okay but you learn discipline because see at the end of the day company what is their company a company is there to make profit I have hired you you're paying lashim nga siu X amount. Okay, but pin ai nga kani productivity. Okay, yes, and provide your fee good infrastructure, and I fee whatever nice canteen this that. But I want this productivity. Okay, done performance appraisal. You're supposed to whatever achieve X Y Z at so and so 6 months, 12 months. So you learn discipline. Okay, you learn how to in terms of ensure that you team. How do I develop my team? Because you are in HR at the end of the day. So from an HR perspective, come and develop a team. How do my job or our department's job is, company has hired me to say, Pete Robert, you and your team, this is my employees. How do I get the best out of them for them to achieve this so that I can achieve this profit? So it's a very, in terms of symbiotic nature. So our job is to look at them. We hire first the best people. Okay, we have ni hape choka salary, kabyang na em salary compared to ki other number. Feel aban there's no lifeline contract. He join Arsenal my name pyong to way ula ainga 10x whatever increment ngan no. You can't stop. Hakato ko poli buan porba ka play e-commerce. One Amazon, one Flipkart. They were offering salary scheme la ban afford. There was an exodus.
Pi dang don bat ka
But Loreal kupor.
Loreal.
Hatu po kadang long boom ke e-commerce. Maki ai ESOPs de. Employee stocks option. Ngimla ting even akta. Gila. Ngimla yakta. Ta ke ka bang ngila ban ai ki long look. Ni ai pi ka kamba pin le ba. Ne ni pa IP shabat. Loreal is an international company. Tingi pa IP shabat. Ni pa training program IP. Ne ni ai ka ki benefit ki ba non-cash. Kum medical insurance, your P but your family.
Okay.
Then we had health, then training programs, okay, for you to grow. Nengi mix and match in terms of ya kakam affiliate. Kaimantaski P3 marketing manager Maybelline. Maybe after 2 years P L'Oreal Paris. Okay, then you do Garnier. So these are the only ways that we can do to see how I get the best out of you to perform that job. That is an HR. And to recruit the best. Okay, you have to understand the company. Even salary ni benchmark. Shillong here po corporate world. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys. It's there. We have to pay but biang nang ka budget chunga. Ngala ne man ai kani ka salary. Yaki compared to that. That encompasses our work. So my journey in the corporate world, I think it's about discipline. It's about in terms of understanding, because it's HR, so you're understanding human beings more. Okay, because sometimes don't ba one tray stay no bele yo. Like wait, there are the rules. Ka rule ta done. Okay, you put the rule book aside. Talk one on one. You never know. He's going through depression, or maybe something has happened in his family, or whatever, for whatever reason. Okay, because it's a human nature thing. So a good HR professional for me is about not going by the rule book only, but about to make the employee open up and understand the employee from their point of view. Sometimes ni day management. Okay, with all management thing, you want me according to the rule is kani. No, sometimes you keep the rule book aside. But what is the problem? Then when they trust you, hangtakin. That is the best place to work. And one company say you award great place to work, best place to work. On what basis ki thau? On trust. Okay, ki vote ki employees. So in that way, it's very complex. It's very interesting, but it's what I've been doing for the past 21 years. So it's interesting.
Iba Robert hangni kumansu itu ani dan hapok HR department jong ka Loreal. Te kabal lese kamlong Thymmai shu ka kerteng iforo ka kadai ko ni company ka bahe tam hak perthai hak bai de bikin ki cosmetics ba ki kijing pani tarat kham tam nei ki long kame bi khna samla ki tip ha tinri kan ni ka banta ni position ka pi don ba Robert ladang ala ban shukali hang ni ha peding ka tak jial ti jong pi ban bali recruit but ki ha kum ki campus recruitment but ki we hang nu ki khna khasi jungi ki don
Menta ha sau sansnem bangala le. Okay, menchua ki tu ki company ki barem mangadon menchua. Ha tu po ngam padi ithan ki khna kasi. Mo menta na ngale dengan ngale po FMS Delhi, dengan ngale po Maika, ne ngale po IM Calcutta, I am Bangalore kiladon kina kasi kim da bon kata-kata nei kiladon kina kasi mo kawai mengasai kendoru yaki ngasai keren okay teteng maybe they didn't make the cut to be in Loreal, that's okay maybe they are made for other companies, that's fine, but kat kum mga kwa ma bakin bon kum bakidon kiwai kampat poi kata kapon kampat poi kampat long dalai FMS Delhi ru ngampat i bakin bon ki kena kasi ki jongi nang ni Maika le it's one of the campus bengilet because Maika is creativity, it's advertisement, it's all that. Empat dadan. Okay? They are very scattered. But maybe one thing also kila bandon hakini kiwe ki ayam because I think ayam mentah kila don kuma ana politely ki ayam. Mo kila bon ngimlet ya berkhot. Kala bande kataru nami kini top 5 top 10 membikim don hak tu kiwe bagi ngimlet manga. Tapi kli ke bangai i manga. Hakini bingilet mangi don kata kat kum ka jingkwa junga bakin don ki kena aksi jungi nakani ka than jungi kin bakin don nang to padon
di ladak ladala masukuli try ka daw hatu ka day ba wala kata piong ba lesil lat piyo pi kampat poilet ese te jaka bi don ru ndai ladang isu perkhatang ka risu ru duna Kay try ka daw le si hatu day ba ki kim dalong kluit mensim ban jam sa kata bentana
kibun fi ki factors mo the main factor I would say is ban crack ka cat. Okay, ban crack fi ka cat at the 90th percent. Even if Ladapidon, even SCST also in terms of certificate, the other SCST also we are fighting against them also no for that seat. Mday tong SCST not for Meghalaya. Ki SCST whoever is in SCST status will fight for that. So if you let's say PP pass CAT 95.1 SCST, nga pass 95.4, I will get first preference for interview. I get to choose which in terms of IM thing that I would go to. The number one kata you have to crack in the 95s and above, especially or maybe 90s, because the competition is fierce within that reservation also too, within the SCST also. Okay, to understand number one. Number two also, I think it's the fees because financially I am karem. Okay, maybe the course fee would be 20-25 lakhs. So maybe that also is a burden. Okay, it's a big burden at the end of the day. Mo dalaki kwa eru ndon ndi boong makabasuk ban siyo ka fees. Number three, I think is the mindset ban let. Teng kato ka mindset bo man pa iki kun chabat on let. Hoi kladon mentang la ila bun namar bun hapo ki graduate colleges. Ya kata. Ki kasi hapo Bangalore but Delhi ki student hub compared to Bombay. Okay? Ki bun ki kena kasi kena jentia kena gro hapo Bangalore hapo Delhi ki bale graduate courses. But when it comes to one step higher, hang to pat cut off. Maybe they do the MBAs, but not at this institute which is top 5, top 10. Kile MBA na po Christ College, na St. Joseph, na kile na kini, not at those in terms of the institutes which are top 5, top 10 ken. So these would be, I think, the three factors that I see that the bun thanaki bangilet mangi. But yes, one is I think in terms of cracking it, your financial, and in terms of parents saying go and study out. Mentali bun kibala kilali chabaru. Maybe they go abroad. For the graduate courses, they go abroad. Okay? But India, if you are in the top 5, top 10 MBA courses, if I were to say, or the other courses that you do, it is as good as getting a degree from international. Because boon ki Indians ki balik puli shabaru, kimsha recruit ki companies to ki wan pai bang si India. Ban tray hapo company India. It's not that the MBA shabar. Yes, the degree is very good. Okay, from the university that you do INSEAD Singapore and INSEAD, let's say you do Paris. Okay, very good. But there's no guarantee that you will get hired. Okay, most of them, mostly they come back. And then it's a good degree to get, but then they come back and get recruited by company, MNCs also. Ki babia sapo India pan. Ki recruit kito kanya ki. Manta.
Shubo manta abangi kran sa phang kani jong puli jong ki khana mo. Let's say ho kuma piong let's say ki financial factor kala bandan. Tinray pi kum way ta bala don chathi da ka tapos nam nadu jing puli adu ka jing tri rukum ju nabenta kitu ki ba la let's say ngalaban kran kani hadukat nu kalong kabudon kam na bantaj gi kna jongi bikin long expose sya kata ka educational system syabar lada kalong undergraduate na high school na even what postgraduate ru kan.
See, exposure at the end of the day finapet kumunchwa even the colleges hapo Shillong mo kilabon ki students ki banabar ka stiru ki badon ki bla mix okay hapo jongi ki don hi tamam ta bala khambon that exposure you get here also mo that is number one. Okay, it is important because like I said lada phi don hi but ki brio ki baper na phi okay jingmu chupar khadu kayar okay kayar pio ki ideas no ki phi understand ka culture ka jong phi respect ya ka culture jong ki kaper da phi puli pacha baru kadang khamhe kan kato kadang khamhe namar kini ki colleges sabar kini ki khna ki puli sabar maybe they come from a schooling which is the international schools okay or they come with a schooling which is the Columbus or Dikipuram and all that okay which is much higher so that mix ba pio but ki pisa lang po hostel dan jod ka raise kanya ka intellect awareness jong phi kadang khamra shu shajong okay pidang yo la chu ki idea ba ki e bangala banne ki got you bangala ban puli ki discussion bangala banne ki colleges ru ki don ki bon ki activities ki ba pen priang ya ka jungmut jung khat jung pi ba phila ban ong ba kani ru ka don ka bangas ka e banga kwa manga ala ban le kani in that way for me I think exposure is khambon hi ban mi hi shabat ya kata pio ina kapen he ya ka jibing jo pi kapen priang pi smu thu ti ba hangnu mdei shu ba pisong tang hai ti jaka ha namar pindawan hi shani ru pi so pi ki brio ki so thu ki ka doni ka to ka jingburom kuma ka shi ong hi mangi am pi sarong la ka jong pi burom mi ki we ka to ken kapen he na file chabar pi burom ken ki finang ban burom ka jinglong jong pi pimpen do pi sarong pe ka e ba pi dei anum tang inang man kan khasi hi daya kan ndai pi burom mi ki we pi tip nak tai ki te ki ya kum no ba ki poisha to pi yo ki idea pi yo ki etik ki don ki bon ki guest lectures baki wan kum ngi select po ki campus ring guest lectures shani ngam da tip na bu namar pur hangti kawairu baki don ki companies hajan apo Bangalore ne apo Bombay Delhi ki don companies hajan tikini ki colleges ki laban khot e kini ki corporates ban guest lecture hangni khamduna kum ki brio no corporates hang to ki le guest lecture ki don guest lecture na po marketing na po HR tenang turu pidang yo show kan ki idea namar pio interact but kini ki corporates tapi kwa bande ka to kalan ken mdei tam na corporates tu ki wan ki fashion designers kan ki undergraduate ki wan ki chef ki wan ki social media managers ki wan ki youtubers okay kini ka juk thamai kini ki kam juk thamai jungi menta ki wan ki wedding planners
kalau kapahu ba hing
kalat pat kan kin wan ma pio lat ban yo ikren ki tu ki le takadang si ong hangniru de ki brio ki dun bakwa shing ngamla ban le chabat to ngamla ndai rapi kwa ki don kila lanti ki bla don ha po Shillong for example shkan pi kwa le counseling pi long physiotherapist pi kwa long youtuber ngashi ong ki ngonga le ye kendo iki counselor ki bla don lupa le ye kendo iki chef ki bla don work as an intern le internship at ki on free you don't have to pay me anything they will be more than happy to take you as their guidance do that counselor ni labon pishkan pi kenu Dr. Sim apo sanker pinong I'm interested in this I'm studying this but I want to intern you think pinong Dr. Sim minong they're more than happy to take and you learn no
kadai kata di kawai pi baruman ngaru nga yu kan nga kubur di kata nomor ba ngandala dementa mandala khamhe kumni nga sakhi Pyrkhat ba kata ka kentien intern de ban intern long ban nilik boot ban assist katu ka besut deh ka jingmut jungi ha kiti por ning ngasu ha kiti por le ngilik class ru ngasu mardep wai class kum tu la shang siapa long kakut kum tu te kapor ning ada Pyrkhat mentah long ngibun bati kapor hadin ngindala mi na po college kum tu long ngakren hadin dala adep class 12 kan dalam adep ke school kan ngindala ale college ning lai labun ke free time mensyong no kiladan ki kelas ki bangila ban syong ki bangin mala ban tre ban syong ru ka syong ka mon jing kalong ta ya ka jaka bingin lej ban intern pingin lej ban kumta kan nyimle te
Kade.
kamrung kata
Kamrung.
tin ngaso ba larade bingi le hatu kapor gitu kapor
Tu ya kata ti ya ka bala dep ada kadon atli ngilaban pej ngilaban babi ne ngilaban
lan pan ha
atli ka choice fidan shu babi yang ngakhlem le shish lakut ne piong ho ngakhlem le ngalaban le pamta ka ka lesson ka ba ngashim nang tu kadang counts kani ka internship is shu le ngalaban yarap number lalaki wan ki brios khinga ngadon hapo Shillong ni play, let's say in terms of career guidance kyong we want to be a career counselor one day. What is guidance? Nganum shim. Fi andai ba ngapan stipend em ki ai da ka jing so bai kwa andai banga kwa ban so thu en ka dei na kam dei ka ni ka jing khot ka jonga. Ho man tanga kwa long counselor. Nga kwa long physiotherapist. Nga kwa long dance instructor, nga kwa long YouTuber, nga kwa long photography. Kino ki bla Long yang hapo ka kejat lajong baki lalong paunama photography okay fashion designing no aku ati ban intern bangan tip bangan learn menu banong em
nga try kawai ka dei ba katu ka culture bengin long open dei kampat rung te
kajing le ran ni bontan
ha
kajing le ran jongi ka long hakmut ti mensuar poli nang dei am Porang ho kaju ndai bo omba nga mi nga long kum tau hal bo kadoni ta kajing leran dang leran lirum no kren not nam not teman lami saban lai kren bikini tu kaja skuski hamni kadang don kata kajing leran ngani kren yo salia nongum no ten dal ke bakin ong ke ka bas niu do bakin ong kinong em lakut Kim Tim fi chomi nganum shim lakut tu
persang sa show
persang show that's the max they will say no but at least you tried no yang takin so internship for me is one of the best ways but let career la film laban me for whatever reason the career bidang don po Shillong kan film let follow your fee how do I become a YouTuber how do I become a podcaster what do I need what equipments how do I talk okay what kind of guests kum kani ka YouTuber mentaru it's a new thing. You look at Instagram say mantah. By Instagram. And kami okay everybody wants to be the 3 seconds whatever that's okay that's a generation now you don't question. Okay because every generation ki generation before ki ong ni kini tegila snew. Ngir kaju. Yang ni ki mi fan ni jayu ni siam tip show. Ni ong mentakalai kini ngan tip show ni siam. Kaju that's the same story mo can repeat back to. But it is the times now. Kani ek ba kai bayat mentate. Teman dapat Instagram tu sedang monetize. How do you monetize your content? Mendai bang sulit tangon Shillong. Hoi platform followers sanhaja, pawaja, silak. How do I monetize that? Lawan yam company promote yang akan product because I know you have that. So you see it all the dots will connect. Will connect. But it all starts from the very beginning of what I want to do. Okay. Ngadaun ngala ne melek kani kadi kajing khot junga. And convince kum no hayeng funding ta kanwan hina yeng kong okay but hayeng an le kini kum no an le kini ta kani ka map kadi balong clear ta hang ta ken kawan ka career guidance banong okay ngini rap ifi naka liang jong phim di banong MP di ban le kani di ban le kata te nga direct kata tu kimi par kila ta banong kata sa kawiru ka sarkaru pinapet education hang ni kum divert a bit. Okay.
Yes, mention by education. Speaking of education, mentan piong ya Shapang jong kini ki company ki badan hajan jong ki institute Shabar. Kadi kai ke bangi hang ni ngim don. Hakanu ko position jong kini ki educational institution jong ki don te menta habangi keren kum kita ki ba piong tai la ban tang iwe ni nuksa ki babun ba mo kum kata manong ba kindon ki brio ni kini company ki ba he bikin one as guest lecturer la ni ki laban chuan tang masu kenja ka interaction la ni ban ai some motivational speak something kan hang ni ka hadu menta ngamong e bam don re ka duna ba kum kata ka benta kawi ke lese ke laban long ba ngiduna ki kum kita ki industrial ni ki corporate hang ni te bat bar lese banwan ra kan kita ban Shabar kalakhya pala na mata institution tini kuma pp pe na kan ni ka pp don menta kan ni position pp don hang nu ki yang ki institutional ki educational institution
ano ngai fi mo kani ka jingkhot jong ki institutes ya ki professionals na bar on the various professions ki don name. It is not really difficult. They are more than happy to come and talk to students. Kashong kum ngam da tip shani na mar shathi ki colleges ki don ka career guidance cell hamal ki college. Okay, teng ka paniat ka student body. Okay, ka student union jong tu ka college ka barantu ka paniat ka tu in collaboration but ka guidance professor or that. Kashong na kini ken mentale ya kapor badon ngoi fi internet, badon LinkedIn, badon ad. You just have to send an invite there. When I look, our students are this batch, but let's say kiba study philosophy. Ne kiba study, let's say in terms of literature. Okay, ne kiba study it. You call any author. Okay, maybe you call Janice Barriott, you call Anjum Hassan, Kinedi ki Shillong base. Okay, authors that are there. Okay, you call a film fraternity. Okay, from there, they are more than happy to talk to in terms of students. It all takes a small step to reach out. Pim up ti pinong ngapat paunam ting ni college ni in kot yon number 1. Sedang si. Namar nganong ngai fi reach out hiam iki corporates kum pitaya but I am Shillong Kladon. Ki bon ki ni ki corporates ki bon recruit na po I am Shillong ngi lawan sin. Hakato ka recruitment po biki wan ka recruitment pe lano ka de ka recruitment week. Kino ki companies bawan. Contact them. Can I call them for maybe half an hour? At least they'll come to our campus to speak to our students. Can I hear you? Can I hear you? Can I hear you? Fin you can do udin ujonga ayam and look. Can you college jungi kidon kini? They want to know about careers. They want to know marketing from a whatever undergraduate point of view. They just to understand. It's just a guest lecture. It's just a guest lecture. They're more than happy. The corporates will come and talk. More than happy. The kasham just to reach out. So I always tell institutes and all that, I wish Edmonds or whatever, Anthony's, just reach out. They will come. And students will be benefiting because they get to interact, no? They get to interact. And then come with the don't event, behave, and all guest lectures coming. It can be a very normal thing. Any college, what is YouTubing? Why do I do YouTubing? What is it? Okay, how do you monetize? People then they get ideas, no? Ideas come from ngap iki blale. How ngala ban puli ka kotru ngai kendo pat ka practical real life people who are doing to I get my ideas becomes one eruption no in my head nganong your idea show because I'm meeting somebody who's doing it live there.
Right.
Umtaken.
Interesting. Yeah, Pyong Shipang educational.
So if you look at education also, no, I mean, see, I know all India. I mean, the Indian education is it's crumbled, especially public education. Okay, the reason ba kikiu kini ki buy Jews. Okay, kikiu kini bale. Baka crumble ka public education kikiu ki private. That's why all this is all coaching centers and all that. See, again, the people ki coaching centers kini ki ibrohoi. It is a business because piwan hanga bangan coach of people ne exam. PC nga kata-kata. Nga penikay pi ka ba ki nikay pa college. Ha college pinum sngam. Hang ni pin sngam. Kajute. Pilay tuition kamud yu lay tuition. Pilay tuition umdi hikay pi ka syllabus dakaway. Hikay ka ju am ka syllabus. Ha school ha po yung anum sngam ne po tuition ng sngam. It's the same concept, no, with all these Baijus and all that. So they're teaching the same thing. They're charging more money, but it's a business. But in terms of nobody's asking the students, do you want to do that? That's number one. So if you look at the state, okay, so the state has three, in my opinion, there are three functions for the state. One is it's a policy maker. Let's say this is general, but let's say in education, if I break it here. Policy making, kishnai ki scheme, kishnai ki plan, 5 years, 10 years, kuno banya. Okay, kuno bikinya, whatever, it can be education. Then you have, plays the role of a regulator. Check and balances and all that. And then the third one is it acts as a supplier. So when you take a state as a policy maker and you look at private education, private institutes and public education, kidi banlong ally. Kidi banlong kumju ba to ngan thawi kanik policy chpang education pi don ki institute nga don institute kidi banlong kumju bingin ya hangdo pi idea mo pi hey ngala ban improve mga na pi kidi banlong ally. Okay, That is number one. Regulator, the kadai ka state bathaw yaki an, kadai balong fair. Kadai balong fair pat yaki private. Kamla balong ba nga yaki rule yaki yaki public institute compare private kalong diki way. Then it doesn't work. Then it doesn't work. Third is as a supplier. Supplier part nga don school, PB don school. Then we are competitors because we are market share market share. These are the three. In that way, should work. The problem mga inga, when the state makes a policy, it makes through the lens of supplier. Because you are my competitor. Okay, ngarang don school, fee don school de. Umdo ka rule jonga kan pair, but kan ya school jonga school fee. That is where the dichotomy happens. That is where the problem that I see happens with this. And that's why when you look at public schools, because the private schools they are better, they're better managed, they're better this and that, okay? Because see, at the end of the day, when I look at public institutes, okay, that we have the government funding, okay, kadai ka learning outcome kim thaude ka learning outcome by katang mut you ko ong ba larabdon ki balej inspect ye ka school ki lej inspect ye ka school ka ngut ki khna ki one school ka ngut ki noi kai ki don ka khoj na em ka toilet, okay, ka don na em ka jakale kai and ka learning outcome ban pej ki khna ki so tho na em ye ka jing puli ka tum dan ba thau. When that is the most important criteria. Because ning kong kadai literacy and numeracy ko pit dong ngi man shwa por nidang late school, okay, we say we learn to read, okay, dang la kiu chudrong we read to learn. So kato ka read to learn, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. See, ki khna ki pass bet na class 3, class 4, class 5 no blay number kila long compress bet kila shu daka by heart bet. Wait. La khna class 6 umla banle ka basic maths of class 4, class 5. That is the problem, Ken. But that learning outcome, nobody is testing. Nobody is testing that. And that is the bane of the problem. Ki test, attendance register, these are all in terms of, fancy things, but they are not the real test of that. The learning outcome is what they should test. Okay, what do you have today? I mean, if you talk about politics a bit, it's all about input. Mo ngala snash potli ki school. Ngala ai potli ki laptop. Okay, ngala ai whatever ki school. Lapau. These are all inputs. Ke ek ba POE. Okay? Namar katu ka short term. Nrei katu ka jing ai jong pi ka kala ayu. Mono ba thau ye katu. Kitu ki school ki bash potli ba pila seng ba pila thau. Okay? Kanut li kla ne. Kanungot ki pass. What is the pass percentage? Who tests the intellect of the students? Balay ki ong ba India, we have so many unemployable graduates. Why? Because yes, la pass. Class 10 la pass, class 11 la pass, class 12 engineering la pass. But you never understood your course. You've never understood it. Okay, pass there because you compressed it. You compress.
Student dengan degree.
You have a degree, knowledge, but you haven't understood that. Because that is not testing. Because see, for an MLA, at the end of the day, for any politician, what is the incentive? Bangan job. Hadin sansnem, hab job yang sansnem. Te kani ka bangale mga kapaw. La shondor em ngala thung ding. La shondor em ngala ai laptop ngala ai computer la shondor ngala od ribbon ke school. Okay. Hadin sansnem katu kadur lawan. Namar katu kajing ai uding tongan ai example uding pe pitung pla shondor la thung ding. Tu ding unmi hadin kanusnem. Ya katu nama tahu ni pipet tangai jing thung ding. Jing thung ding tela tik ken hoi la thap ti. Ni uding umi ni uklem mi. Nama tu hapet hadin sanspus nem tengang mla te ban afford bangan up. Hadu sanspus nem hab job te hadin sans nem. So for me it's always short term, no. So it's always short term. Because I can't wait. Because investment in education is long term te. Ya ka result bakan one. It's not 1 year, 2 year. It's a miracle. It'll happen. Things will change. No. But we can't wait. Because I have to show result. Iki pajba. Ngale you. Ngala thau potli school. Ar potli school ngala thau. Ngala ai san potli laptop. Ngala ai kusnam. Shpo wajar iwe itu ki pass top 10 we. Is that the learning outcome? La fito fishna school fishna tang away ka school ru. Okay, ki khna ki ba pass nang tu nam class 1 do class 10. Pass percentage. Ki let say that is the learning outcome can you know your school is good. So that is really important. So the seen and the unseen mushiong. Ke ei ba PE but ke ei ba PMUE. So it's all input. All inputs but pile it's short term there. Short term because incentive for any politician is to win the next election. I can't afford. No, why would I invest in a policy which will one say so arrange post nem? I will not invest in that. If you look at all, forget about education, you look at any policy for that matter, who will invest in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years policy? How do I know I'll win or not after 5 years? I have to invest short term. Tungai ite bangan yo ong yo paj ba din sa snem ngante hande kumno ngali kren mai. Ngala le yo.
Kan bahai rule ha ladang imla ban penbet nadu basdang nadu tenrai la kai menyo nadu na ki thiet ki balong kum ki kum ta kanya from primary school education kai ladang imla ban penbet nadu tu kum la flop lut subro khan.
Every education takadaw ni ki LKG KG ba ong fik foundation course your literacy numeracy. That is your foundation. Ada kam biang kato te pinle yu shakman. Class 6, class 7 umla banle yaka jingken basic maths which is multiplication, addition, division jong class 4, class 5. The klafiel klafiel ndangi Pyrkhat sabar ngin thau ki world class school ni ongi invest infrastructure ki classroom modern AC, classroom modern ki electronic boards. These are all infrastructure. It come necessarily, but you will get learning outcomes. Learning outcomes is the quality of the teacher. Peje ki teacher ru, deka training jo teacher. Munu ba peje ka course. Bun kini ki training teacher to fi peje ka curriculum jong ki it's about the theory of the subject. Ho ki bun ki PhD, ki bun ki masters, ki this that. Munu ba hikai fi pat ya ki pat kumno ban hikai. The teaching technique is important. That nobody sees. It's how you teach to get the learning outcome. No, it's not about your knowledge of the subject. You can be a PhD in let's say, astrophysics. Lada pimla ban penikaya what is astrophysics? Bangan soto manga. What's the use? Yes, can you have that degree with you? That is important. Can learning techniques, teaching techniques are very, very different, and these are essentials. That's why I always say that look at learning outcomes. Learning outcomes will happen only when teachers know the teaching technique of teaching. Class 3, class 4, class 5. Start pick credentials yung kinuhikay te latiang. That is what they look at. Dabbe de ki PhD, dabbe kinihikay. That is subject matter king. Lada nga mla ban pensothu ya phi kumanga pensothu kumshi ong don way no hikay. Ano hikay maths ng imong hadum tangan kan mau. Siong lada memem la ban pensothu ya kani ka jingken. Yo khna brang lai snem. Mempat nang. Meham nang ban hikay. Kumno men nang ban ya ka maths sem siong lada pilang la ban hikay kumang hikay nga ikiway ya kani jingken bot pila sothu jingken. Bot pila sothu ken jingken. Da pila ban hikay ikiway. Kumno ban solve kani. Mday ba ong banshu ngan lebe da khli an chukun mau ta formula m pilai ban hikai ma phi ki tai pet kalong kumni le mtai uni lo chani pilana. That is teaching.
Benakran swe iya kani ka educational sector mata po jalane hakani ka pace pakayat shanu kani kan lam ngajing irong pe.
Colleges can me namar kadon ka pisa ki bre ki bon man sangi college. Okay, ki school can me bon man sangi ki school. Okay, there will be an explosion of as of all of India. There will be an explosion of graduates. Kandon explosions of MBA. Okay, some of them might get a job. Kila ban yo kam. Kidon ki bahabit kam lakajong. Kidon ki basutu ek ba kila pulih. Kidon ki banum sutu ek ba pulih ndi kidon ka degree. Kidon ka degree. Kata ka dei ka ba ngai im ta ka ba kanlong kanjing sirkai ke na siya namar ho pila pulut pisa hapo ka college ka ba let's say ka fees ka ba khamhe pila yo ka degree. Okay, ka kam dan. Okay, takadaw it is important kawan biang siya ka to ka bis mangikran manebong pet yakini ki kam juk thamai ba pinrung pet yakini kam juk thamai namar ba pinchu ong bet ba dangale kani ngan yo kam sarkali te naikren na naikren kam sarkali umdan ikta Hindi boong kabon. Ho ngikren chpang reservation policy whatever. Katu debate different but hakajing kanjonga kajing kli baning kong long katno tli ki kam sarkar ki Thymmai ka sarkar kala pen mi kli shoy kata si. Sakren say reservation hadin. In my opinion. Ho pinra kin to reservation slip yung adon reservation 80%, 90%, chalo 100%. Okay? Hindi ka kam Thymmai klan pen mi te. Mukam ong kam ka ba kiwe kila retire kam Thymmai. Kali shoy kata si. Katno tli nek haka son's name post name katno tli kam Thymmai sarkar kala pen mi. Tang tak ingin say kren pa ka reservation ng sawan hadin. Pinle itu reservation 80% 90% abak kam pamdan. Kam Thymmai.
Abun si contractual.
Ho. Tip ngan reserve fi ban le yu. Pinra achu shrum sheneng. Te kay ka bang ka long ba kinbon. Nomor moy fi institute kila bon. Ko kila spread. Okay? Kindon kini kinmi ki graduates, kinmi ki masters, kinmi ki regular courses bile. But to find a career, to find a vocation, pihap pet shabar. Yakani pet yakini ki juk kam Thymmai. Baki kimek pa ki di ban sutu, ki di ban long kluit men sim. Baki nong ho hilet. Mar regular lajenjar bapinyo. Da pile ki da pikwa apat mainstream, even an MBA for that matter. Tracy Tom long ki bayar sha crack 90 plus cat at least. Then you can work. Because whole of India is going to do an MBAs. And the people mentally kum kani ka economy bawan lawan sa ka AI. Okay, artificial intelligence, lawan automation. Okay, bakidang penduna ki brio ki badon po office. Namar kawai computer na kawai ka program klala ban le sangut ki brio ki bajule ka tu kam. Kadang kam dang constrict. The stang kini ki kam ki ba mi Thymmai mentaken kini ka juk Thymmai. Ba pila ban le hidladi. Kum bukyong entrepreneurs ki ba mi menta. Okay? Yes, you have to go into that route. Okay? And the only way to go into that route is government should assess, number one. And also find people ki blale ekatu. Intern with them. Learn the craft. Learn the trade. Okay? And you can go, like I said, there is a small pie for everyone. Those who are YouTuber. Tama pi YouTuber. People like content, maybe your content is very different. You don't balik sarcastic content. You don't balik political analyst content. Right? You don't balik whatever. Okay, it can maybe on the culture of Khasi content. They can be in terms of, let's say, myths and stories. So there are a lot of ways that you can actually do these in that way. So you have Pyrkhat na manta, nomor Pyrkhat mainstream. Kalakut. Haka jungmut jungpet jongate kalakut. Kan jenjar kan? Mesti bom don shu kan jenjar mar kaji khund ani ka shirkai.
Ka misconception with PE habai day but ka career manong decision kan lani career ban ai counseling adu mentar dan ki ba khen ba nilai la dep class 12 dep stu abiang se lani wat kam no dan bong dep matric abiang ri kam dan ketu jing Katu jing shim kiati banong ba ban tip shisha ba pikwa ban le kai ka decision pin shim.
Kani ka career guidance, career counseling, maybe kamlong concept ka ba Thymmai, especially in Meghalaya state. Okay, haki kini nape haki ni ki kena ki jungi kan. Kawai teng le ran. Beling ni kili. Aku along you. Kajing leran ka don be ngan kli long yu shken an ongom no yi hayeng shwa ngan yong ko along kum tabli aba hayeng la ong email ong pa ban nom tabli mun ko aban ayushni tabli tai number 1 gadi kata that hindrance number 1 kajing ting kadan kajing ting second which is very normal ko ong ngir ngi yai ka to ngam tip nga ko along yu which is okay ka to ko baning kong ngam tip nga ko along yu that is very very good. The film the platip nun kong te something is wrong. Ngasi ong. The piong ayang am tip ngali kren itu konselang ong do ken say kuli nong kwalo yung ngam tip. Nong urki. Kan rki nga. That is one. So the fear and the shyness is there. Number 1. Number 3 is there are not many career guidance counselors. There are people who will tell you which institute to go. Okay, ni kidon kini bong eli kuli kani ka university, le puli hakta university ni tai. Ko kiyo commission. They get commission, no? They are tie up, no, with this university. It's still a business. But nobody, the career guidance is a very different field. the soft skills. Ban penikai ban sangap eki kumno baki kwa ke ban guide eki. That's a very different thing. Ki bon kini coaching class ban le need again shule exam te kato. Coaching class for GEE. Coaching class. That is like this is the exam in coach PA kani ke exam. That's it. It ends there. This is different. So this is the misconception ba ang say pet. Na kapat hit long really in the face ru yaki kina banong. Rasai kan jayu ngam tip. He gidang don hal air. Kung Shillong him try. That is okay. That's fine. I mean, it's the youth day. This is the time for you to. Oh, this is your time. You kapat hit. Dakala hit then susupo. So it's never too late. But I said the battle kajing khun kasdang siya na iya. Kasdang siya haladi. Ban kli ladi. Pet ng lex to. Kani kawan nem kajing sutanan nem man le kani. Kani adon sap man le kani. Kawan siya kata. Keren siya. Keren sa hayeng. Katuwing ka baning kong. Kajing khun di hayeng. Nang tupin sa mi sabar. Takaraw career guidance, career counseling, it is two ways. Not only for the students, yaki. Ki mekpane, ki bafan, ki guardian, whatever. Very, very important.
And piyong umtanga so iu bahan mabisya akan mau maripas kas 12 fam. Ngasa sutanat bandro. Tengah yo semua kita kerteng shanti ni kiten.
Yeah.
Tengah watch siya nuro ngam tip ki briu ki kan banga kali banga kendo at least my circle kan of ki ba itu itaw ikum tu. Tengah yer kim nade ki baong ki bala danang start ki bala you kum time ban tips pang data. Man bakli rumdan bobena em habukut te syukur kum tu kam tip ngatip bakadon po West Bengal. Ngatip bakade ka ongno kum kata ka school se menongno ka bahikai bandro. Tinre banong ban kadu banong bandan menu banong ban guide yang ban batay sipang katu hatu long ne ban lek ne ndan tilong upay tu tau puat balong basu kelas yap nanti katu ka jingkwa te
jadi kita kenti kata at least 80% ya berhak ki yut kolom ta ngaku at least hatu ko pojong pingam tip ladon internet ne Menta at least tak down man ke internet. Sekarang nga type shantine kita lami em ke search.
Yes.
Lala ban klik hang tu ngala okay ka don hang ni. Kini ki course, kini ka fees, kini ka entrance exam. See, that is the information advantage bagi don te menta. Fi teng ru katu ka baning kong boong nga kwale you. Katu pilala no the first step pilala ban solve no Google. Sekarang nga kwalong whatever nga kwalong DJ. Tashubo. I can search DJing courses in India. Okay, rapid kini institute bahikai DJ. Okay, this that. Second step on yung hiyang. Aku lang DJ. Awan laong song ni keren chua. Dah. Tip tu. So the internet actually it's a big thing that can help. And ki donru ki website ki ba pila banle courses te like Coursera. Coursera you can do millions of courses for free. And any topic, understanding blues music. History of rock, ngale nga part 1, part 2, history of rock music. It is a brilliant for free. And these are Berkeley Institute, okay, University of Michigan, all that. So go to these. Kapertay man ta ho kinong nyon. Kapertay data man ta siya. Okay. Pila apa YouTube sini pila iku sang tu katu kaju data te. Mundai shu nong baka data ka rem. Ho bamla ban afford man chat ho se ni nyon in waka incoming ru seal. Manta data is so free. I mean, it's so cheap. It's not that. And the speed is good.
Geo revolution.
So, in that way, the advantage of these kiniki kna samlam tani, there are lots. How to harness it, Ken? How they can use it to their advantage? That is the question they should ask. What should I do? And it's out there. They just need a bit of guidance there. An understanding of the people who's going to fund them. Ki guardians, ki bahayeng, ki kimekba. The world is theirs. Because mano baju ong banlong YouTuber mchwa. Banong mo drone pilot, bakan don ban seru. Banlong wedding planner, banong these are new age careers, no, that you can give a social media planner. Okay, in terms of social media manager, product manager, e-commerce manager. They all ning jubnai kita mchwa kimi kini patmai te ki cost mai te data analyst. Mentally whatever, you can even go to a political party and say, I can be your data analyst. Okay, I can really, in terms of research, constituency, male, female, ratio, okay, age-wise, okay, in terms of movement, education, all that, and they're paying for that data. Because they say data is the new oil. It is. Data is the important that the world runs now, no?
Oh, so enriching. I have this one last question more.
Yeah.
How important is kanika ban tip ken long no hadu kanu kalong ka badan kam de ya kani ka jing tip jong ka door jong ka pisa na benta jong ki khna jong ide shwa bekin decide ita ka career jong ki la kalong na du bidang khna la ni wat kata jing long samla jong ki long. How important is for someone for a youth to know the value of money before deciding their career? Nomor ba beling orang kata nomor ba ngai iba haki school ki jongi umdan mahikai ngi phang ka pisa ki hikai ngi banong ban ayush phang ka lese banong ban snai ta kalawai ka ba pernai ka ba thaba ka ba klik klak taman ri umdan ba mention ba di ka pisa te long hatu ka hadu kanu king kalong badan kamingi bingin tip shapang jong ka door jong pisate as in value of money before deciding that is there anything as such?
No, so this is a very philosophical question, mo.
It's
a very philosophical question because when you use the word pisa and values, ka values kasdang hinayeng. Okay, tada kambiang hi ka foundation long bahikai make pa ya ka kador ya ka jingkodor kunuban ya ka pisa katno da bahikai hapo ka classroom hapo ka course ni namar ka jing pelut po jong pi ka maximum ko di hayeng te kamde te shapo college school PE ya ki jing hikai ya ki behavior jong ki bahayeng jong ki make pa bro khot pillar na iam ka stang shona yeng te the PE lah chukan hapo school hikai ba money is valuable, you should respect money, does that kin piwan ha ka yeng kalong opposite ka influence kawan na kawan chuna yeng kawan chuna ki ba yeng kawan chuna ki padlok ba pialang ka to kan ka influence kawan ni kong te hanga. Yes, money is something that you need to know the worth, okay, what you need to spend, okay, how to spend, but that value nobody can teach you better unless it comes from home. It comes from home. Maybe I'm speaking from a very privileged thing, baka yeng, it's a good. Most of the people they have broken homes. Yes, I understand that. They have broken homes. Then comes in terms of civics or in terms of social studies, kibudon apo school patken. Kiarap kito patken. Ban tay to foundation. To foundation. Nilata don hi ka yeng ka biang. Kawan shwana yeng ka influence namar. Kat ba pi kai hapo school, ada hayeng the influence is the opposite. You'll always clash, and the power center is at home, no? Pinget choy kimikpa. The power center is at home. That is influence you most at the end of the day. Okay, what shapes me in the way I look at people and behave? It was an influence. Na yeng am niki bahayeng ni me ni pa niki para ki himen ki baha. That influenced me, no? Then the perlok. Bawan hadin because you make friends later and then you go out. Can't know if you spend time. So it's important that people teach values, especially in today's world. Okay, we had a very good foundation with school and this and that. But today's world, I think the onus on the parents is at least the foundation. You cannot control. Okay, you cannot control Marwai Bob Dylan, right? I mean, that time is changing. Yes, it is. It is changing. The only thing they can do is the foundations are right. Because foundations can never change. Values are eternal. They won't change. The values are eternal. Right? So that is how I look at in terms of values.
Hakani ka bentang, masyu. Let's say kum ka longlom ka jing penkut nakaliang jong pi. Teman re habang ipet hoi karita hyong long ka kanong rem na yeng hi ka sedang berhoi. Tini aba decide ya ka future jong ki kena samla jongi. Kini ki badang let's say ki badang le matric nani ban le class 12 pat kiwe. Kay ka role jong kin nong yalam ka jongi. Ka role jong ki politicians pat kinong mi kmat ka jongi kabay day ban decide let's say ya ka future jong ki kena samla.
Again, a very tricky question.
I mean, long vila kam jalan ke Jakarta, let's say vila kami kam jengai kan.
I'll be bluntly honest. Okay. It is very kan enga ban ong ba pet yakini kinoyalam jongka state jongi ba pinchim example. Okay, but ya career. Okay, if you want la pikwa le career banong public policy. Okay, you want to be a politician. Okay, yes. Pinpet ya career growth jongki kunuki ya whatever. Okay, that is one aspect. Okay, you look at different various MLAs that we have or whatever politicians, ex and present, whatever. That is one way of looking at it. I don't know how much from there you can actually, in terms of long bangan long maki. Okay, because every individual is very different journey. Okay, kidon ki basdang napo activism, kidon ki badai political family. Okay, kilami, kidon ki ba sedang napo grassroots. Okay, kiwan, kile hi ki yang hi. So very different examples are there. Okay, it's the same one-stop formula for everybody. So everyone has their own journey. Okay, that is one aspect of looking at it. The other aspect of good at it is understand humanities. Okay, understand public policy. Do a course in public policy. Okay, understand in terms of what is public policy. Understand what is grassroots. Okay, working with NGOs. It's a very good step of doing that. But if the question asked is, do I look at any other politician as a role model? I would reserve my opinion on that, to be honest. Especially in today's day and age. To say that they are my role model that I'll follow. Personally, I would reserve my opinion. That's my honest opinion. Find your own, way. Find your own cause, okay, that you want to do and go on that journey. Okay, so personally for me, if I say is there any role model politician that I look up to? I would say no. That's my opinion.
Kay pat lesi ka benta jong ki ka ba as somebody as a kumtagin la ki bala adan lupa mata hakabor ani hakashuki what exactly can they do kan ban nabenta jong ki kana
so there are a lot. There's a lot that they can do. I think one is they have to provide the environment. Okay, they have to provide environment which is conducive. Bahkan biang ke environment there should be debates. There should be free and fair debates. Okay, there should be in terms of career fairs. Okay, there should be guidance in terms of camps. Okay, for students, school. Okay, you are the government. You have the power. Okay, what is stopping you from getting, like you said, guest lectures, like you saying? Okay, if they can call anybody. So for me, the government can act as a catalyst. Okay, where they can nurture the growth, and that can happen when the environment is peaceful, right? When there are debates to and fro for any subject that they have, where they can provide in terms of fairs, where they can provide in terms of guidance for people to know more about a subject, right? Build more libraries. For me, reading is something that you learn a lot. For campus, students, I used to ask this question: what is your favorite spot in the campus? Canteen. That tree, this, that. Very rarely the library. So it's very, you look at the State Central Library, say, hadu menta, tip kala change menta, hadu menta tuka card MID, kiti kiba, tuki kote kiba menshwa, kitu bata, hadu menta nang I membership kitu. So they see you can judge society by looking at people in library, people because a lot of people Pyrkhat. Lala Pyrkhat pila ban kumong parang read between the lines. You can connect the dots. Pim sha yalam shu ken. The ong kabali pinong balong. The pipuli the pila iban puli the kiong bali pinong up. Bali piong bali bali kam de kabayong.
Reasoning capacity.
Reasoning capacity comes. Critical thinking comes. Yes. Again, I'm saying from a very privileged background that how many of us are in homes that we can read. Sometimes don ka yeng kababiang bangan wan hayeng o ngalaban tit kot ngalaban puli hoy, but la kanno ba pila the government can provide mobile libraries, can provide reading camps, can provide, see, there are a lot of things if they want to do for the youth can, especially when it comes to their guidance, their careers, there's that. So Prime this time bolon took expo. I don't know whether there was any career guidance cell that was there. I do not know. I didn't see. Maybe I'm wrong. So those are the kind of things that they can have. You have career fairs, but those are universities coming here to recruit students. Right? There are a lot of universities participating. That is business. That is different. That is business where universities is coming and selling their university to you. Say, join kini university junga, kini ki course ni ai, kini kita. That's a different thing. That is a business. Career guidance is about sitting down. Okay, believe ko along kumni. Kalong, what do you like? What do you dislike? That is different. So that
long kumban guide you
kena. You kena. Pi song tu show kena akwa you. Kalau believe ko along kumni. Pis not kato kani. That is different. That is what the government can do to provide that space, to have a lot of these camps, to go to schools. Okay? And the best thing they can do is measure how your learning outcomes in school. How you can learn outcomes. Don't look at attendance. Don't look at in terms of look at the learning outcomes. That is important.
Yeah, kaya kata. Kadai fi, kadai I couldn't agree more. Normal lada ukna hi umlan. That was the point. Lada result li kadai bitang man shuyo pass mark lani full marks.
Oh, pi pass te nomor pi puli by heart bete. Takrong we in terms of okay we learn to read. Nengkong. But that read to learn kan is important. Data. We should learn to read hadu class 10 te. By heart back. To read to learn people so tak ibu pule. That is a problem, no?
Ni the question ni. Let's clear.
Cuba
Cuba.
Kalau yo cuba. Kalau mut keli malah lah cuba ni.
Anyway, ini pun kau dah kan itu. Let's say anda benda jongi kena samla jongi ki bedang puli mentah. Bedang expect. Let's say bedang don hapdeng kata kajing bom sutu komong ne bom pat nang tip ngan le you kajing im but kumda ter. What's your word of advice na benda jongi?
My word of advice is ask kali, okay? Maybe ladam done career guidance, done a counselor for a college jungpi. There is always the internet, okay? Search out there. The pimyo hangtoru, I can help to a small bit. You can I can number junga, I can email ID. They can write to me, okay? I can help and answer queries as much as they can. Or if any colleges wants to call me, you can have a small camp because it cannot be a lecture, okay? It's a one-on-one thing, okay? Career guidance. So ibarat bangala banle dangam don po Shillong ru whatever. I mean nowadays with a WhatsApp call, with a phone or with an email, alaban. So that is the best. But I think is be curious. That is important. Kali. And if don't get internet there, search on the internet. What is there? What are the colleges? You'll know about the fees. Pin tip ka course structure. Pin tip kat when they start the entrance exam. What is the exam? Then you'll know how to prepare this and that. And then saya kun ke battle but pa ong ma kwa long ke ibang fi ko ong ma fi bang nung ko.
All right, ta ko bala you bhag la. Ko long enriching bhag ta ka session menta. Kubishbun ma robot session ti pa bang ngit la pilapet nya do basdang hadu bakut ngit ke de ke jing trang ke jong pi pin tip le se ka lintiat ke jong pi shanu pi kwa baniat. But kumayong ne ngala ban bu hi contact ke jong email ID jong le se pi la pidang ngokwa ban yo ban kali shu le singi kham yo ban kali bun lani ke jing kali ke pi kwa ban kali ti pila ban drop ho comment ru ke biang hi thandai le pi kwa ban ye kendu badi personally ban ye keren badi hi markhmat lani lingba ka phone bad kiwe tinga sabu iti details bro khoj nang kanerap nomor iwan khnang hang niru da kata ka jing sokhya nomor ba nadu bengi ekran ni kong hi yong ba ngasutu ita jing sokhya hi long ba ban ai ban ya sam ban le na mata jong khna samla jong nang ni but tam le kata long ban yarap ba pin rai ta karai ka jong pi ha ka jing im ka jong pi ya kanu ka banta pi pila ban le ya karai na mata ka jing im ka jong pi na mata ka career ka jong pi ti shim ni kabu kumiba robot ngim na kham siam toy ya lesi le pi kwa ban siam ru ting ting hab ban siu da ka pisa la long no ban le na mata kita ki jing yarap mu ban re hang ni don menai kanika ngalap nong ka jingtip ni ka awareness kanang ba phi phinum shim sting la ka jong ka lawai ka jong phi hot ka dei tang lesing ba phi ong no dang pas tang matrik le yu ka dang por dang bun hot ka la ban long ta tin re la da phi la ban le lupa na no ne bingi kran ka long ba ka dei ka foundation ka badon kam ha ban da phi la hi ban ngap thu ban sngu thu ya ka foundation ni ka nong rim ka jong phi kan suk ba la ya phi ya ka ying sem jong phi mi pa jong phi ban rai shanu ban invest ban spend root nam tak education jong phi tani shakmat ti ngai playo jung toi sibun nga ayo jung toi sibun wala le ngam dei shu khla ka stol fun re sngo kumat tadi bai knu ba robar khamen shwa na yo le si ka jegelin ti lalong ko mai teman re kulish sibun ya ka jing pe jong phi nu bastang do bakut thila banai seisin ki jing kli jong phi le ni comment best tam ko jong phi ram tai ba Robert bat barbar kulisibun ni kapor jong pi bat nga kitbok kriang kam jong pi don mata pi dang don po Loreal
ngale project spot Loreal ta
hoy te bat la da pi ki don ru ki don ki ka tu kan ni ki project si ba pi ong nam ta Loreal lingbak Loreal nam ta jong ki beauticians
it's an ongoing thing kadang ki courses bakile so that's a natural course where you do a beautician course you pass PO Loreal certificate and that certificate pi senga salon na jong ne pi 4 ki salon carries a lot of weight but that pinalaj po Loreal website pin yo all the information
okay tila pi kwa ban tip kham bania ru shepang ka Loreal Robert idon hang ni te ngasabu kita ki bro kha hapo ka description jong ni video mo kulisibun
Kulisibun thank you
ngatip kala yarap shibun ni khna samla jangi kulisibun se shem yang pi ko ipat ke episode ni ka dei Shillong talk of the town kulisibun ani so ni filap bombat ni diki information
kabiang
mai ke